live on 107.5 FM in Shelby County and on the WTIM TV YouTube and TaylorvilleDailyNews.com Facebook. Your guests live in the studio this morning, Safe Passage Coordinator Denise Evans and Danny Lois and Chris Tucker. I almost said Lowis. Oh, well. Welcome to the program, Danny.
Thank you.
And Chris as well. Good to have you guys here. So, Denise, shall we start by introducing our guests?
Sure. Okay. Danny, you want to go first? Okay. Danny is doing very well. Well, both of them are.
Right.
And I brought them with me this morning just to give everyone a little bit of information about how their lives have been, how their lives have changed. And with just one phone call to me at the police department, Safe Passage, you can be like them too.
Now, Danny, how long have you been clean for now?
9 months, 24 days.
Yeah, it looks like you had something on your phone.
Counting down. Yeah,
counting down to that. Well, just one day at a time, right?
One day at a time. But I fought drug addiction my whole life, you know. It's something I couldn't beat for a long time. And I got drug court, and the people and the places saved my life, you know. I was soulless for a long time, and I didn't know how to live. And now I know how to live, and life's pretty good on this side.
Why did you get clean?
I was wanting to die. I mean, it had my soul. It took everything I had. I mean, I lost my wife, my marriage. You know, I was about to lose my daughter and my granddaughter, my mother, my whole family, you know, aunts, uncles. And then I was in jail. I spent 6 months in jail, got an opportunity to get on drug court, and Paso counseling and Safe Passage, and, you know, the people all around, you know, saved my life.
I'm sure it's a difficult decision to say, let me call Safe Passage at the Taylorville Police Department. What was your bottom line decision to make you say, this is gonna be what I do?
Chief Willer had tried to get me back into rehab because I coined out once and COVID had started, and I told him no, I didn't need it, you know, and I went back out on the streets and started using again. And I couldn't force myself to go to rehab. I was at the point of suicide, and I cut my ankle monitor off, so I knew I'd get some kind of help, and that's the help I got. Yeah. I mean, Chief had tried to get me in and out of rehab 2 or 3 times after I coined out because I kept getting arrested, and I couldn't understand it, you know. And then after rehab, like I said, I did drug court and Paso counseling, and everybody on the team, you know, it's a fight every day, but, you know, it's a fight that's worth fighting. I mean, I have my family back, all except for my wife, you know, and I know how to live again.
Chris, how long? I understand actually you're celebrating a pretty big milestone.
18 months yesterday. 18 months.
What does that mean to you?
Wow, that means everything to me. Before I got on this drug court program, I couldn't stay sober for 18 days. You know, at first, not even 18 hours. So, yeah, it is really big. You know, for people out there that don't think they can do it, you know, I'll be 50 in April, and I've been doing it since I was 12 years old. So there is a way out, you know, and I really enjoy being sober. You know, it's taken a lot of weight off my shoulders, not having to worry about all the things that you have to worry about when you're drinking and using drugs.
Obviously, that's one reason why, but ultimately, what made you decide this is the line for me?
Because if I knew if I didn't, I would either be in the penitentiary for the rest of my life or dead, period. I mean, a guy gets sick and tired of being sick and tired. Really, that's what it amounted to. And when they gave me drug court, you know, I didn't even think I could do it, really. You know, I was scared to death. I was just wanted to go on to prison more or less, but I got out and I buckled down and during the pandemic, and I stayed sober through the pandemic. And I've been sober ever since and clean. And the further I get away, the better I feel. This sobriety is just it's great. I've never had it before, and it's great.
Yeah.
It really is.
How has it changed your life, Chris? We could start with you.
It's changed my life from being a total introvert where I didn't go anywhere at all for about 3 years. I didn't even go to town, to being, here I am now, and helping people. Me and Danny, we try to help the younger folks at our NA groups and things like that. If we can help someone else, that's great. Especially the younger people that either don't get it or can't get it or won't get it. Maybe if they look at us, they say, "Wow, if these guys can, I can do it." Really, seriously.
And Danny, what has sobriety meant to you?
It's been everything. I mean, got my family back. It saved my life. I mean, I know how to live now. It's a battle every day, but, I got a 9-year-old granddaughter that is my world. And now I can be around her and not have to worry, I mean, because like Chris said, I spent many days sitting in my room, not leaving the house and locking everybody out of my life. I about lost my mother while I was in jail. It took everything from me. I mean, I've lost a house, cars, wife, my wife of almost 30 years. It's just drugs destroyed me. I mean, like Chris said, I was on my way either to jail or for the rest of my life or dead. And now, through Safe Passage and Chief Wheeler and Denise and Sue Passo and them and, the drug court team, I'm learning how to live, again. And it's just awesome. I got my family back. I got a lot more weight on me than what I used to have, but I can live with that.
Good and bad thing, I'm sure, but glad to have it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of those luxuries that maybe you didn't have before.
Right.
Yeah. You actually, Danny, you mentioned the pandemic, and I mean, going through the pandemic, knowing that you need help, that must have been pretty hard.
Yeah, it was real hard. I mean, we didn't have no classes except for at Sue Passo's and, me and Chris, I've known Chris my whole life, and we just took off, and there's been people in the drug court that has been struggling. And, we tried helping them. We try to help one another because, addiction is a disease and it does kill. And, it's killed so many people. We're one of the lucky ones. We get to come back. We don't have to, we get to. And, it's just changed my life. I go to meetings every day. I chair meetings. Chris chairs meetings. I can see a cop and not want to run. Chief, I didn't like him for a long time, but he was just doing his job.
Right.
I was an addict. I was out there doing wrong. And now, I can see him and talk to him, have a conversation. And, he's actually a good guy. They are out to help people. I mean, because whatever's these drugs these days, it's just killing people left and right. And, me and Chris was one of those two that was going to be covered up, and now we can walk with a little bit of pride,
Yeah.
Denise, what can you say about these two? I mean, they've come from, I think it's safe to say, hell and back just to be to this point.
Yeah, they were to the bottom, I think, pretty much. And now, like they said, they are chairing meetings. They're trying to help others, which is great. It just, I can't explain it either, because I have a lot of clients just like they were, and a lot of clients like they are now. There's a quote that we use in Safe Passage. It's called "One Day at a Time." And that was my grandmother's favorite hymn, One Day at a Time. But we've changed it up a little bit in Safe Passage, and we call it One Step at a Time.
Yeah.
It's one step. The first step you have to take is to admit
You're powerless.
what you're doing, that you're powerless and you need help. And after that one step, then you can go one day at a time. And that's what they're still doing, one day at a time.
Yeah.
Got a comment from the Facebook live stream for both you guys. It said from Barbara Herbert Tanner, and she says, so happy for you guys. This is great and very possible with the right attitude, and it sounds like you guys got it. So
Yeah, they do.
yeah. And you have the support of the community behind you. So
Yeah.
Yes,
And
they
you
do.
know, that's a big deal, you know, because it's the hardest thing you'll ever do is say you're powerless to a piece of dope, you know,
Or a
bottle, you know, and there is hope, man. I mean, I've been at the bottom a lot and stayed at the bottom, and I couldn't get out. And, you know, I'm out now, and it feels pretty darn good.
And, you know, some people see others that are addicted and they say, oh, there's no hope for those people.
Yeah.
They've been like that all their life, but there is hope for everyone. I've seen it.
Yep.
Yeah.
There is a way out. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Talking with Safe Passage Coordinator Denise Evans and Danny Lois and Chris Tucker, who have been through the Safe Passage program here on the WTIM Morning Show. More from them after this break here on WTIM, your information station.
Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network for this Tuesday report day. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn, beans, and wheat all trading steady at this hour. December corn 552 1/4, up 3/4. March corn up 3/4, 561 3/4. December 22 corn 537 1/4, down 1 1/4. November beans currently 11.79, up a penny. January beans up 1/4, 11.88 3/4. November 22 beans $12 1/2, down 1 1/4. December wheat 7.67 3/4, down 1/4. March wheat down 1 3/4. July wheat 7.73 3/4, down 2 1/2. December bean meal 336.90, up 5.10. December bean oil down 26 cents, 57.79. The livestock market, December live cattle up 20 cents. January feeders down 17 cents. December lean hogs down 72 cents. I'm Jim Taylor for the RFD Radio Network.
Join the nursing team at Memorial, where your care makes a difference. If you're passionate about your patients, career, and community, see why Memorial means more. We offer competitive salaries, benefits, and a great team-oriented environment dedicated to seeing you thrive. Great health and great nursing careers start here. Visit jobs.memorial.health to see all Memorial Health has to offer. Memorial is an equal opportunity employer.
I'm Sarah Van Huss, Assistant Vice President at People's Bank and Trust in Pana and Taylorville. People's Bank and Trust is proud of their longtime sponsorship of Taylorville High School Students of the Month on the many News Talk WTIM platforms on AM, FM, and online.
Hi, I'm Wesley Four. I'm the Taylorville High School Junior Student of the Month. My parents are Eric Four and Katie Four. My interests are playing video games, and I plan to go to college and become a biologist.
People's Bank and Trust congratulates these Taylorville High School Students of the Month and wishes them the best in their continued education. We put people first at People's Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Here are the contest rules for our stations. We allow one person per household to win any prize from the radio stations in a 30-day period. Unless otherwise stated, all prizes to Christian County winners are to be picked up within 2 weeks at the studios, 918 East Park in Taylorville during weekday business hours, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Winners outside of Christian County will have their prize mailed. Any cash prize is mailed within 30 days of winning, only if cash winners call our business line within 2 weeks of their name being drawn to provide their mailing address. Employees and their families of the Miller Media Group are not eligible to participate or win any contest.
Welcome back to the WTIM Morning Show, heard live on 107.5 FM in Shelby County and streamed online at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com and the TaylorvilleDailyNews.com Facebook page. Guests this morning, Safe Passage Coordinator Denise Evans, Danny Lois, and Chris Tucker. I'm Avery Cooper, your host of the WTIM Morning Show. And something that I think remains to be said is how people can get involved with all of, whether it's Safe Passage, whether it's meetings, etc. A lot of people are becoming free from incarceration every day, and or they're looking to change their life every day. And so how can people?
They can call me anytime. I'll give you the number of the dispatch at Taylorville Police Department is 217-824-2211. You can call my cell number, which is 217-638-3247. I also have email through the Taylorville Police Department. It's denise.evans@taylorvillepolice.com. You can stop by the Taylorville Police Department and ask for me. There's, like I said, there's numerous ways, but it just takes that one step to do that. You can message me on Facebook, talk to Chief Wheeler.
Okay.
So I do stress that anyone that needs help, anyone that needs to go to rehab, or you may have already gotten out of rehab and need to go to nightly or weekly meetings. At the First Presbyterian Church, there are meetings every night except for Sunday, and that's for NA and AA. And what time do they start? 6?
NA is 6 o'clock and AA is 7:30. It's in the back of the church down the stairs. And the hardest part's that first walk down them steps.
It's that first step.
When you come down them steps, your life can change and you can live again. Where me and Tuck is living proof of that. Because we've been at the very bottom several times and we've lived there for a long time. And
not anymore.
Not anymore. That's right.
There are all kinds of ways to get a hold of us. You can ask any of the police officers, county officers. Just ask.
And Chris, what can you say about these meetings and what they're able to do for you?
Without these meetings, and the drug court team, I want to thank them too.
Yeah.
Because without them, they helped save my life. Really, they really did, because I've been in and out of rehabs, and every time I would get out, I didn't have these resources to go to, and the accountability, I guess you would say. And I would always go out and mess up again.
You go back to the same thing.
Go back
when
to
you
the
get out of
same
rehab.
people, places, and things,
Right.
and old, and the same thing would happen. But now they give us the resources,
The tools.
to do it, and then I have to put in the work to do it.
Right.
So it's
Right.
great.
You have
It
to
is.
do it. But when you do go to those who do go to rehab, learn that it doesn't just stop when your program's over. You have to continue. You have to stay with positive people. You have to have be on the buddy system, I guess, to where you have exchange phone numbers. If you're having a hard day, call a friend, or call us. I have phone calls, text all
Right.
days and all night from people just needing to talk.
Thank you guys so much. We're running out of time here. Denise, Danny, and Chris, thank you so much for being on here, and good luck to you both.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
You're listening to the WTIM Morning Show, heard live on the Big 870 across Central Illinois and TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. WTIM, your information station.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5 W2.